Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Laura, and today I have for you a clean with me speed clean. I have about an hour and a half to get my little list of things done. I'm gonna go out of town in a few hours, and I have finished my packing. Most of the things I have are in the car. I do have some things kind of charging, and we'll get those in there at the end, but I don't want to come back to a completely dirty, messy, disastrous looking home. So I'm going to try to get a few things done in the next hour or so to try to make my life a little bit easier when I come back. So I have my list right here. My plan is to clean my bathroom downstairs, sweep my floor. I would love to mop it, but I don't think I'm going to have enough time to do that. And then also do some vacuuming, hopefully clean off my dining room table, hopefully wipe that off too. And then also, I think it's super important before you go anywhere for like an extended period of time, like more than like 2 days, I would say, take out your trash. Mine is usually pretty full. I have a little trash can way over there that is always overflowing. And so I just really want to take it out, even if it's not completely full, especially if there's like food in there anywhere. So I might look in my fridge too and throw some things out just to get those things out so they're not moldy and smelly. But I do remember that I threw some food away this week. So anyway, we are just going to get right into this. Hopefully it helps provide you with some motivation to get cleaning, cooking, household tasks done around your home. And I did forget, I do have like piles and piles of laundry. I've been letting that pile up on my couch. So I'm probably going to do some of that too. But we're going to see how far we can get. I don't know that I'll get everything done, but we're going to try our best. So we're going to get started now. All right, you guys. So this is my downstairs bathroom. It's just a half bath, so it's really tiny. But I needed to clean this super badly, so that's why we are starting with this. So probably TMI, but my daughter threw up I think it was last week, maybe the week before. No, it was last week. It was on Tuesday after her gymnastics class. She was not feeling well, and I thought she was just kind of tired and had a headache, but she ended up getting sick and she didn't make it to the toilet. Another TMI situation. And so she got sick all over the floor. So I did clean that up, obviously, when it happened. And then I'm just going back through what happened down here. So I'm going to mop the floor again because it was still like stained. I could see, and I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I had to clean it again anyway. So I just sprayed down the sink. I let that sit for a little bit, and then I cleaned the mirror. I have like I think it's a great value glass cleaner. It's like vinegar cleaner, and I really like it. And I'm almost out, so I'm going to have to find some more of that. And obviously now I'm cleaning my toilet. I am using the Clorox, I don't know what these are called, but they're like these pads that are really cool. Sorry, that stain was really hard to get off. Still didn't get it, but I really like them because you can just detach them and throw them right in the trash, which is super nice. And they actually do a really good job of cleaning the toilet. And my toilet brush is really nasty. It's over there on the left in the corner. I really need to throw it away. But it does have the plunger with it, and if I take the brush out, you can like see the mold just like sitting at the bottom of it. So I don't know, I probably should just get rid of the whole thing, but I just really keep it because of the plunger, just in case I need to plunge my toilet if it gets clogged or whatever. So after I do that part, I usually put on my gloves and take some Clorox wipes and go ahead and wipe down the toilet. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do right now.
So we're all finished with the toilet, so I'm going to move on to the sink. So I've let my cleaner sit a little bit. And then I'm going to go ahead and get my sponge. And I just like to take warm water and try to scrub it down with my sponge. Sometimes after I'll go over my sink with like a Clorox wipe or wipe it down with a paper towel or do both. To be honest with you, I don't really like using sponges. I know it's probably better for the environment, but I feel like it's just kind of like spreading germs around, and I've kind of been thinking about that recently. So I'm trying to think about a better alternative that's not so bad for the environment, because I know the Clorox wipes that I use cannot be good for the environment, but it's fine. At least that's what I'm telling myself right now. And I guess I could probably use a microfiber cloth, but I just don't want to have to keep washing. Like, I feel like I already do laundry almost every day, and have to wash something else just sounds not something I want, like something I want to do. So I went ahead and Swiffered the floor again for a second time, and it seems to be a lot cleaner. But this is what my bathroom looks like when I'm all done with cleaning it. It looks so much better, smells better, all the things. So now I'm going to go ahead and clean up all of the junk I have on the floor and over in this area. So if you watch my last video, I believe I really wanted to work on cleaning this up, and I just never got around to it. And it's like one of my most dreaded areas of my house. I just like pile everything on there. It's kind of like my kitchen table, but like an upstairs version of this. So I did put all the papers in the box, but I really need to go through the papers in the box and get rid of things. But maybe when I move, that'll be something that I'll have a little bit more motivation to do. But anyway, I'm just cleaning everything up so that I can go ahead and start vacuuming in our bedroom. So I'm trying to be better about, and I've actually done pretty well, I would say, about vacuuming every week or like every week and a half, just because carpet is so dirty and gets really dusty, and I just feel so much better when I have a home that is vacuumed, that needs to be vacuumed. I probably should be much better about cleaning my kitchen floor too, but I'm trying to work on that. I just feel like there's just no time. Even though I have a pretty small apartment, I just feel like things pile up so quickly. And if I stayed home every weekend to clean, my house would be much cleaner, but then we wouldn't be able to do the fun things that we like to do on the weekends, like hang out with family or go to like a community event in town. All right, guys, so I'm not getting as much done as I thought I would. It's already 10 o'clock, and I've only really cleaned my downstairs bathroom. I did do some vacuuming, as you saw, but my vacuum, I haven't cleaned this out in so long. Look how bad it is. You can see, like, there's a piece of tinsel, and there's just like hair, and I try to do this every so often, so I just take a pair of scissors, and it's mostly because of all the hair. Like, I don't even feel like I have this much hair in my head. But I usually just cut it out, and then just like, you can't see it because it's on my lap, but then just like pull it out, just because it helps get it all out. And I feel like it's not suctioning very well right now, so I'm gonna try to do this, and my plan is maybe next week or weekend. Well, it's gonna be Halloween, I forgot, so I might not be able, maybe during the week, if I have some time, I will go ahead and clean out my vacuum, and I'll probably show you guys how I do that. I absolutely love my vacuum. I don't know if anyone has any recommendations, but I would absolutely recommend a cordless Shark. I kind of doubt they have
Look at all that. That's just one pull. I kind of doubt that they have this type anymore, like this exact model, because this is, when did I get this? Oh my goodness, I can't even think how long ago it was. It was probably like in 2020. So it's been almost roughly 6 years, give or take a few months, but it has lasted me so long. I feel like it picks up so super well. I would love to get a new one at some point, but this one is working pretty well still so far. So until it probably like kicks the bucket, I probably will continue to use it just because it is phenomenal. I love that it's cordless, and I feel like if you have a lot of stairs, look at that, or you live in like a smaller place, I'm sure like a heavy duty vacuum would be better for most people, but I live in a tiny like 1,000 square foot apartment. I guess that's not really tiny, but to me it feels tiny compared to being in a house. But it's great to like take up the stairs. You can take it in your car and like detach it and take it in your car. I don't think that I would ever go back to a corded vacuum. Someone would really have to convince me to do that. Or I'd have to probably have like a lot of carpet, which I don't. And in my Habitat house, I think just the bedrooms are carpet. I'm pretty sure the rest of it is like, what is that, linoleum floor? I don't know. It's not hardwood. It's like the other stuff. I'm kind of blanking on the name right now, but I feel like an ad. This is not sponsored by any means by Shark, but hey Shark, if you want to, I would definitely partner with you. It's funny, that will probably never happen, but one can dream, right? Okay, so we're just about done. Like I said, I'll probably take this apart a little bit more. I actually saw a video on YouTube of a lady that cleaned out her vacuum. My hand is starting to hurt so bad. So it doesn't look perfect, but it looks a little bit better. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish. I need to vacuum my daughter's room. I did kind of the hallway already, and then I'll do the stairs. And I don't know that I'll do the downstairs area here just because I have laundry, but we'll see how far we can get. I need to get a move on. All right, you guys, it's 10:10. I probably have about 20-ish more minutes to finish this, and I need to vacuum my daughter's room, but this is what it looks like. Oh my goodness, there's just stuff everywhere. So I'm gonna try to get the floor as clean as I can and then just go from there at this point.
Clearly I was tired because I was huffing and puffing when I was trying to show you guys and tell you guys about my daughter's room. But I was honestly working my butt off to try to get this done as fast as I could because, like I said, I didn't want to come back to a complete disaster of a home because I feel like it just stresses me out. And I feel like my upstairs looked really good, but my downstairs, I really struggled. So anyway, I'm just putting things hopefully where they belong, or honestly just throwing things in specific places. I really need to clean out my daughter's toys again. We just don't have the room, and like the stuffed animals, she never uses them unless it's like a day at school where she gets to bring in a stuffed animal, but I really just want to get rid of them. Does anybody have any tips on how they get rid of their kids' stuffed animals? Because I know if I ask my daughter, she'll probably say no, And honestly, getting rid of them with like when she's not home, I don't know how that would go over. I don't know if she would remember because she doesn't ask for specific ones unless she's able to take them to school. And honestly, I'm kind of hoping that's ending here pretty soon because I just don't really like her taking things to school that like don't really belong, but she's excited about it, so I always do it, let her do it. And then I'm just organizing her books over in her bookshelf. Sorry, you can't see very well, but I separated them into library books and then the books that are ours. So I'm putting the library books on the nightstand. And this is what the room looks like when I've pretty much put everything that was on the floor away. And here is my massive, massive pile of laundry. This is probably like 5, maybe 6 loads. And I didn't want to spend all day recording.
All right, you guys, so instead of sweeping, I'm just gonna vacuum my floor. I'm gonna clean up all this. This is going out to my car, but as you can see, there's some crumbs and things. Don't look at my table, it's just a complete mess right now. So we're just gonna go through here and just do some vacuuming. And yeah, I have about 10 minutes left. So we're gonna get going on this. All right, you guys, it's about 10:45 and I'm pretty much finished up with sorry, that's my dryer. It'll take a little bit to go off, but I'm pretty much done with most of the tasks that I plan to do. I didn't vacuum my living room, but I probably could do that really quick if I wanted to. I have like 4 more minutes left, but I'm just gonna put some things away. I didn't get to clean off my dining room table, which is kind of I'm not super happy about that, but I did get a lot accomplished. I started at about 9:30 and it's about 10:45, so it took about an hour and 15 minutes to vacuum, clean my bathroom, fold laundry, and vacuum my kitchen floor, but I'm feeling pretty good about how all this looks. I'm just gonna dump my trash cans into my big trash and then take my trash out too, and hopefully have a great time on my vacation and feel a little bit better about having to come back here. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you. I am so grateful for everybody that has shown me support with likes, comments, anything. Thank you so much. I can't thank you enough. Anyway, hopefully you have a great week or weekend whenever you're watching this, and I will see you in my next one. Bye for now.